Immediately, the cops came around the desk. They swarmed me. They came out. The detectives. They made like a big show. I came in again to turn myself in. I've got my mother with me. She's never been in a situation like this, nor have I. They immediately cuffed me behind my back, and one of the most traumatizing moments outside of probably being in the courtroom of this whole journey of incarceration and all that was hearing my mother immediately just scream no. She was just saying, no, no, you can't take him. You can't take him. He didn't do anything. And as a son, her only child, somebody that had grew to protect her, I couldn't even console her. Not only was I the reason that she was hurting right now, but I couldn't hug her. I couldn't wipe away her tears. And it was crazy. I just remember telling the detectives, like, man, please, man, just let me, let me hug my mother. Let my mother hug me, whatever. I just kept saying that. And then I'm going to go. I got y'all. Y'all could take me. Because I was kind of, you know what I'm saying? I ain't want to go behind the or through the door with the cuffs because this is my last attempt at free air. You know what I'm saying? Trying to come up from the water. You know what I'm saying? Once I go behind this door, I'm not free anymore. And they let me, you know what I'm saying, turn around. My mom was able to give me a hug, and man, I leaned into her and I felt like I was a little kid again. I felt helpless, but it was too late. It was too late. She couldn't do anything. I couldn't do anything, and before I knew it, they were taking me back behind the wall. They immediately put me in like a bullpen, like a holding cell type thing. And, I go from somebody that is not used to sitting still. If I'm not at work, I'm in the car, I'm in the truck, I'm driving, I'm with my girlfriend, to now being stuck in a cell by myself, looking at walls with nothing else to do. I'm about to go crazy. It's nothing but concrete and steel, a toilet, graffiti on the walls. I can't it's freezing in here. I'm sitting here shaking. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was just a crazy situation. I went through booking, which basically they do your fingerprints, your mugshots, all that. They read me on my indictments. And let me tell you something. I immediately started to learn about the law right then because I'm like, well, I'm about to get arrested or they're gonna read my rights for robbery and that's it. Or no, I said accessory. No. They charged me immediately with 6 counts of robbery, 6 conspiracies, and 6 use of firearms. Because let me tell you something, when you rob an establishment, when you do something like that, they don't charge you for the building. They charge you with the count or offense for each person in an establishment. So if there's 5 people in the store, or 6 people in the house, or wherever, 30 people in the field, if you were part of that crime, you get charged just like you were the trigger man. Whether you were the driver, it doesn't matter what part you play because there's no accessory. So you combine those two factors, I was screwed. I was screwed. I had no idea how many people were in the place when they had hit it. Never asked, never thought about it. Didn't know. I didn't understand Virginia laws. And I'm reading how much time each one carries, and robberies alone, each one is 5 to life. So immediately off top, I'm facing 6 life sentences. The conspiracies are automatic 10 years. The gun charges is mandatory 3. Each one after that is 5. I'm like, are you serious? Like, seriously. Like, I was the driver. I remember looking at it and I was like, I was the driver. I didn't go in anywhere. You know what I'm saying? I remember even saying that. And I'm gonna be honest with you. Saying that out loud in the cell and just I don't even know. In my mind, I think that I was starting to go crazy. It was like I was talking to myself. I was pacing the walls. I was like, "Yo, I was just a driver. This is This is literally how I was in the cell." Um, when they moved me to the jail, by this time I was able to call my mom on a 5 minute call and just tell her, "I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. I got in trouble. Boom, boom. I'm gonna let you know when I can see you get visits. I'm crying like a little kid. You know what I'm saying? Because I just want to be with my mom, man. I'm not gonna lie, man. It was crazy. And they bring me finally to the jail, and the first place they take you is a spot called the Yellow Brick Road. It's Rappahannock Regional Jail, man. And Yellow Brick Road, the floor is yellow, the walls are green, and they're all whole cells, right? Which means there's no windows or nothing. You get your meals through a little tray slot, and the only window is a cutout square in the door, and they got to open a flap, just so you can see into a hallway with no windows. It's all concrete and steel. All you're gonna see is other cells. But what makes it worse about this situation, the only thing that's in there is two concrete slabs and a toilet. And you got to share this space with somebody. You don't know this person. They put me in there. Dude, they put me in there. He had, I guess he was withdrawn off something. He was throwing up. People would sit. So I'm leaned up against the wall and I'm just praying for morning to come, man. Because I had to just get through the night, and then they would move me to the next phase of the jail where it was kind of like they did like an assessment on you before they finally put you in GP or population. And I finally got out of there, went through the assessment, and then I was in population. And not only was I in population, they had 2 max pods. And because of my age, the charges I got hit with, I got sent to the max pod. And this was when I got my first taste of jail, incarceration. Yeah, walking the yard.